Okay, so as we continue our series of spiritual universal laws, our next one is the law of attraction. And I want to share with you, I've shared with a couple of you about when I was going to prepare for this talk, I was getting like the same information that I had been giving you the last couple weeks on the law of vibration, the law of correspondence. It all was kind of really repeating itself. And I said, no, I want to bring them something new and different. So I just started praying and started asking. And I have this office and it's filled with books, and half of them I don't know where I got them. And I just went and stood in the middle of that room and I just said, you know, universe, show me what I need for this talk and it'll be perfect in divine order. And I walked over to the bookshelf, and behind a row of books, behind that row, there was a book called The Law of Attraction. And I went straight to it. I have no idea where I got this book, but I opened it up and I was like, yes, it has a whole, not just an explanation, but it gives you the action work to do, to zone into that. Do you feel like you are creating what you want for your life? How many of you feel like you are able to do that? Just a couple of you? Right, sometimes. And that's how I feel. It's like so much of my life I know I've created and it's beautiful and I'm very grateful for it, but there's still that financial aspect of mine that I'm just not hitting that for some reason. And, you know, I've done what the simple little steps of desiring it and putting it out there. But I had no idea until I read this book, all the things that I wasn't doing, that I wasn't coming into alignment with. So I have learned so much from this book. So I hope you will too. And we are, I think I'm going to see about getting it into the bookstore or the gift shop as well, so that you guys can do the work yourself. So I've never even heard of Michael Losier. So that on the Ryan sister, that was who that gentleman was who they were standing with at the end. So apparently he does a lot of workshops. And so there's a new person we can add to our collection other than the Abraham Hicks and all the other law of attraction people. So let's dive in. So words have power. Do you all believe how powerful your words are? Do you pay attention to your words? If your outside world doesn't look right, you probably are not paying attention to your words. There are words that we use like not, like adding the word not or don't. No, those words, when you add them to affirmations, the universe, that's a negative vibration. So you actually are canceling out the positive vibration by using the negative word. Does that make sense to you? Yes? Yes. So I didn't know that. I learned that before this book. But it was like, you know, I don't know debt. I don't want any more debt. All these things. Instead of saying, I am debt free. See, my vibration is a positive one. I'm not canceling out the affirmation by using the negative word. Does that make sense? Yes. Yes. So when we're talking and we're wanting to create something in our life, the words we use are making a big difference in our vibration. Now remember the law of vibration that I taught a couple weeks ago. We have to literally get our vibration to the same level of that we are desiring, right? I didn't know that. I'm just now learning about vibration. I'm just now learning about frequencies. And so I get to learn them and then I get to share them with you. So that's so much fun. So words are very, very powerful. And do you know your thoughts are words as well? Think about that. When you're thinking, you're creating those words within your consciousness, right? Right. So there they are again, up in the mind, and creating that power. Right? Yes. So observation, self-observation. This is all part of spiritual understanding. Understanding how important it is to observe yourself. Last week we talked about the law of correspondence. The law of communicating with yourself. Are you communicating? Are you talking with yourself? So let's look at it this way. Say he uses the example of opening your wallet and there's nothing in there. So right away what happens? You think of lack, right? No money, lack. Even though I have desired that I want abundance and financial security. When I opened my wallet, I canceled it out because immediately I thought of lack. I remember Reverend Glenda, Dawn's daughter, I remember her saying she always kept money in her wallet. So that when she opened it up, whether it was just a $10 bill, when she opened it up, there would be something there so she wouldn't immediately go to that lack, that feeling of lack. Because remember how important our feelings are. No words are said when I'm looking in my wallet. No words. But the thoughts are there, so I created the thought from the words of lack, of fear that I don't have enough. Okay? So then you create that feeling of lack, that emotion, which amplifies it even more. The emotion will always amplify the words, the thoughts. So that's why it's so important to pay attention to how we are feeling. So if you're doing things and you're still finding yourself going to that negative emotion of lack, fear, whatever you're feeling, what can you do to change that? Well, Reverend Glenda put that in her wallet. Little things like that. Start observing every aspect of your life. We have to take the action to create through the law of attraction. Okay? There is so much more to it than I ever thought. No wonder I'm not having the financial security because of all these aspects that I have missed. And what we have to do is we have to learn to reset the vibration. Because you can only have one vibrational frequency at a time. Only one. And you can reset that the vibrational frequency right here, right now. It doesn't matter what your frequency was 5 minutes ago or what it's going to be 5 minutes from now. That doesn't matter. Because manifestation, frequencies, vibration are all in the present moment. The only thing that matters is where you are vibrating from right now. And what we want to do is we want to learn how to hold that vibration so we don't cancel it out. But we also want to understand that we can reset it at any time. That we can let go of whatever the negative thought was, feeling, word, or whatever, and we can reset it right here, right now, and boom, we're right back on track again. So observation is very important when it comes to you creating the reality you want. So what do you desire? Do you even know what you desire? Most people are out here desiring 100 different things, going 100 different directions, but they really don't know exactly what they want. Right? Kind of a smorgasbord of all kinds of things. So first of all, you have to come up with what do you really desire. So what's a good way we could do that? I love what he does. He goes from clarity through contrast. So what we want to do, we want to create clarity in our desire. So the universe knows what the heck you're wanting, right? So he recommends you make a list. He has got all these worksheets. And I put together for you all of his worksheets. They are in the lobby. You can take them home with you. So you can start your work, okay? So his first worksheet is clarity through contrast. And I'm just going to give you an example. So one side he's got the contrast. And the contrast is the things that you don't like. So first we want to find out, what is it that I don't want? What don't I want to show up in my world? Okay? Then the other thing is, what do I want? So this side is going to be what you don't want. And then you're going to go to the other side for clarity, the things that you like. Right? Makes sense to me. And he also says, use as much as you possibly can to write down on this list. Every single little bitty thing, no matter how small you think it is, write it down. So I'll give you an example. The contrast, I don't want, not enough money. So he asked the question, so what do I want? When you write that down, not enough money. What do I want? An abundance of money. The other side says, always bills to pay. Contrast, clarity, bills are paid easily and quickly. Just can't make ends meet. Don't want that. What do I want? Always have excess money. So see the difference? Big, big difference. Another thing that we do a lot of is we use the word because. I can't do this because of this. Like a lot of things in our family, we'll say, well, my family, I inherited that from my family. So I'm an addict because my family's, they're all addicted. So see how we use the word to justify? Right. So this gives you that clarification that you need. And that makes so much sense because you've got this battle going on with your mind anyway, don't we? Right. So let's first see what we don't want. Then we can find the clarity in establishing what we do want. So how do you raise your vibrations? We do it every Sunday here. By singing, dancing, just being in a room with like-minded people, going where you know that the vibration is high, being around that, where you are fed, nurtured, loved, supported. Those are what you want to hang out with. But when you are wanting to manifest your desire, you want to give it attention. You want to give it energy. You want to focus on it. And I don't mean just one time and expect, okay, it's done, it's going to happen. This is a daily thing of applying that attention, of giving it energy, of keeping your vibration where it needs to be. What did I say in the beginning? In order for you to get what you desire, you have to keep your vibration there, right? Now, you know as well as I know that that's a hard thing to do when you walk out into the world. So we have to take that upon ourselves to give it attention, focus, and energy on a daily basis so that we are not having to constantly reset the vibrational frequency. So that is very important in raising that vibration. Affirmations. I learned so much from this segment in his book. I just, thought, okay, I am spirit, I am love, I am in myself to death. Now, if you say that, something about that, do you believe it when you say it? And what is belief?
The thought you keep thinking.
Yes. That's all belief is. It's just a repetition of a thought. That's all it is. Does it make it true? Does it make it real? No, it's just something that you have thought throughout most of your lifetime probably, that you can change at any given time, right? Right. So, what if, when we said an affirmation, so that we could believe the affirmation, we said, I'm in the process of being loved. I'm in the process of financial security. Because for so many of us, we know that we manifest in the present moment, right here, right now. But if we're not believing what we just affirmed, we have what? We've canceled it out. Because the energy, the vibration was lowered because the belief, the feeling, which amplifies it, is not in alignment with your words, right? But if you said, I'm in the process of that, you could probably believe that. You could probably feel that, yes, I'm in the process of financial security and I can't wait. I am ready. So see how it changes it? Because I know it's hard to look out and say, well, there's no evidence that I'm financially secure. And you know that your subconscious mind is going to do that, right? Every little thing that ever was planted in the subconscious mind about money is going to come up front and center to you. And you want it to come up because you want to address it. You want to observe it. You want to reset the vibration on it. So, I can't wait to start my affirmations and do it differently now. And I guarantee you it is going to keep my vibration matching my words a lot better. My thoughts? Yes. So he also says that we want to make a desire statement. And in your desire statement, it needs to have an opening statement, a body to the statement, and also a closing sentence. So the other thing that he uses when he's writing out the body is, like, say you want a relationship. But maybe instead of putting all these things you want out of a relationship, what if you used one word that covered all of it? The word ideal. I want the ideal relationship for my highest good. I'm in the process of establishing an ideal relationship for my highest good. Because universe, source, God knows exactly what you desire. Because your ego, your humanness is going to get in the way, right? When you start writing down the list of what you want from somebody. And you're probably not going to get it all the way you think you ought to have it. So what if we just said, ideal? That covers all of it. And you're going to get exactly what is ideal for your highest good. Pretty simple, huh? Yeah. He also likes the word, I'll put him up here, I have decided. Have you ever had a time where you couldn't make a decision? How did it feel when you're just hanging? It pulls you down. Negativity, heavy, I can't decide, can't make up my mind. When you use the words, I have decided, you shift. The universe is, yes, she's finally made up her mind. No wishy-washy. I have decided that I am in the process of financial security. Much better than what I've been doing. And I'm going to start doing this, so we'll see how long it takes me to get a new car. And you can tell if I'm doing the work or not. Virgie said, do you need help buying some new tires? Because my tires are pretty bad. I said, oh no, I'm not having that cost very long. No, thank you anyway. Thank you anyway. So, his opening sentence, and this is in your the paperwork out there, he always starts it the same way. I am in the process, and this is to do with financial, I am in the process of attracting all that I need to do, know, or have to attract my ideal financial situation. So you started out like that. The body is you're going to go back to your contrast through clarity worksheet to establish how you want to word the body. So I'll just give you an example. I love knowing that my ideal financial situation allows me to have and enjoy everything I need and desire to bring more joy and freedom to my life. Abundance is a feeling, and I love the feeling of abundance all around me. I love knowing that all my bills are paid with joy, knowing that I am billed for an exchange, using money to honor that exchange. And then it goes on. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. And then his closing statement, he says, the law of attraction is unfolding and orchestrating all that needs to happen to bring me my desire. So that is the desire statement. So that's your next step in working the law of attraction. Then he has an allowing statement. Nothing's going to happen unless we allow it. If there is 1 ounce of doubt that you have, you're not allowing it. And your energy, your vibration will be lower because there's that doubt there. So this is actually a way to remove the doubt. So that's why this book is just awesome in giving you these steps. So what causes us to have doubt? Limiting beliefs. Beliefs that we limit from our ego, from our life experiences, from society, from however they got there. We have these limiting beliefs. So he talks about your allowing statement. I'm going to give you some points. He says, first you start by asking yourself if there's anyone currently doing what you want to do or having what you want. That is saying it is possible because they can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. Right? It's removing doubt because it can manifest. It's just giving you evidence, giving you proof that yes, this can manifest regardless of my limiting beliefs. If so, then how many people have been doing this today, yesterday, last week, last month, last year? So he just wants you to just, take your consciousness to understanding how many people are financially secure in life. Pretty many, right? So that's going to help me in my doubt, help me to know that I am the only one that is limiting that belief. Write your statement in general terms, third person, because making reference to yourself may create doubt. So we write it in third person. So let's take an example. Question. Is there anyone on the planet who has a different body size than other members of your family? A lot of us have problems with our body image. Yes, there are other people. If so, how many? And you go on through like that. So that is a way for us to help to eliminate our doubt. By looking outside of us so that it does happen regardless. So then he talks about creating a journal. And the journal is for you to maybe take something very simple. Start simple. Just see if it works. Like you were telling me about the blue rabbit. And if we start simple, test it. Do the steps on the simple things and see if you manifest it. And then journal that so that you see this works. We want evidence of it. We want proof of it. We know that other people say they have done it, sure. But you need that for yourself. You need to experience and have the evidence for yourself. Then expand it out to the big areas of your life. Right? So keeping a journal is always good. Make time to celebrate, and no matter how big or small, the smallest things will create more. They will expand and become bigger. Celebrate every time that you have had a desire, that you have manifested. It is time to celebrate that. It's time to celebrate how creative you are, that you created this by your own vibration, that you were able to keep that vibration where you were able to attract whatever that desire was. Celebrate it. Raise that vibration up even more, and you'll get more of what your desire was in a greater scheme. Always celebrate yourself. Always. Appreciating what shows up in your life changes your personal vibration. Gratitude elevates your life to a higher frequency. I cannot say enough about being appreciative and grateful. When I wake up, the first thing that comes into my thoughts are thank you. Starting your day before you ever get out of bed and being grateful. You right there have set that vibration really, really high. How does it feel when someone appreciates you? How do you feel? What feeling does that bring to you when someone shows you how much they appreciate you and how grateful they are for you? What if you felt that way about yourself? Being appreciative and grateful for yourself. And these are the ways we raise our vibration. And gratitude and appreciation is the top of the list. The top of the list. That's why everything I say is thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I've raised the vibration just by being grateful for it. You are beautiful. You are creators. You are divine. And when you open up to this vortex of unlimited, infinite potentials, possibilities, they're right there for you to tap into. All you have to do is raise your vibration to meet it, and it's yours. So I invite you to take the workshop. We will get some books in our gift shop. Worksheets. Thank you. So we're going to go into our meditation. So let's get comfortable in our seats. Let's ground ourselves into Mother Earth. Envision those roots from your tailbone, from your feet, and just hug Mother Earth to her core as we ground ourselves, because we're going to get ready to raise our vibrations with our meditation. We'll create a higher frequency here. This is a frequency of love.